Well, those familiar with Central New York high school baseball will probably recognize this guy, Jake Dippold. The former lights-out pitcher for the Solvay Bearcats is gearing up for his senior season at Wofford College in South Carolina. A milestone usually surrounded by hype and excitement is sadly mixed this year with some nervousness, Dippold says. Eventually heading back down south to a state currently dealing with one of the worst COVID-19 outbreaks in the world. Matt Halsworth has this story.
Jake Dippold is proud of where he's from.
I mean, I loved it here. I loved every moment at Solvay, and I really miss it.
Because around here, let's just say Division I baseball talent doesn't grow on trees.
And just kind of being in that tight-knit group of Central New York players has been really fun, really cool.
Jake was an all-state selection for the Solvay Bearcats just 3 years ago, coming up one game shy of competing for a New York State championship.
It's been a lot of fun, just kind of the nostalgia of being around, seeing the people that I went to high school with, being able to watch my little brother play some baseball games. So I think that's been probably my favorite part about being back.
And it's the life lessons he learned as a Solvay Bearcat.
Being a good teammate, I think, was something that was really installed in me early.
That now guide him at Wofford College, becoming a better teammate while trying to make sense of the sudden end to his junior season.
Our media guy, he came down and started to kind of break the news to us. And I just remember sitting in left field, the whole team, like the seniors crying, everyone kind of crying, just being out there. And it's just a really sad time. But I mean, whatever we got to do to stay safe, I guess, right?
The Terriers were 14-3 when the coronavirus ended the season, coming off perhaps the program's biggest win in quite some time.
We were actually in Auburn, had just beat Auburn on the road, who was I think like AP 14th in the nation at the time, so it was a huge win for us.
Jake Dippold has been back home here in Solvay since the spring, and as you could probably imagine, he's getting the itch to return to college to finish out his senior year. Only problem with that, Wofford College is located in the state of South Carolina, where coronavirus cases are surging through the roof. Now, at last check, he's supposed to go back to school in late August, but if there's anything we've learned during this pandemic, who knows what's next?
I'm just scared we might not go back, and I think that's the biggest fright that everyone has, and not being able to see my guys and get out there with the guys on the field. But I mean, whatever has to happen, and I know they are doing everything in their power to get us back there. So I just got to trust God, and hope that we'll be back there soon.
He knows he can only control what he can control, holding out hope for his senior baseball season in the spring, while working hard toward another dream. 21 years in the making.
I'm taking the LSAT on Tuesday, which is the SAT for law school, so I'm looking forward to that. I've been studying so hard, 5 to 6 hours every single day, and then obviously want to go to law school and become a practicing attorney and hopefully move into like the political sphere after I practice for a little while.
Jake Dippold, not just a baseball player, but a future lawyer and perhaps politician. Reporting in Solvay, I'm Matt Halsworth.
Certainly a bright future ahead for him. Matt, thank you. And thank you everybody at home so much for joining us tonight. I hope you stay safe and have a great rest of your Sunday.